Hi, everyone. It's great to have all these new members. I think we have about 15 new members now, so thanks a lot for joining. So I want to first kind of put together the free resources that are available to you. It is unbelievable the amount of free resources that are available to you as a startup. So I wanted to go through them kind of at a high level, and then during the course of as I do more videos, I will dive down into them a little bit deeper, but I wanted to go through the free resources for you, either free or very low cost resources for your startup. First thing is your brand, right? So a lot of times your brand is spread out all over different places. So if you have a startup, it's extremely important to have a kind of a centralized area for your brand. And that's a website, right? Simple as a website. Basically, you can get onto sites like WordPress and basically spend next to nothing, and you could figure it out and hack yourself on how to figure out how to build a website. It's very easy to do. So WordPress is a great platform for that, right? To build your brand up, build a very, very simple website with some calls to action. So that's the first thing. The second thing is the social channels, right? So social channels will include Facebook, right? Facebook offers you so many things. I mean, you could create your own community for your company or for your product or for your service, right? Just like I did here with this mastermind community. You could create your own community and do some of the same things that I'm doing within Facebook. I mean, obviously you have three core things. I don't want to complicate it with Facebook too much, but you have these communities that you can build. You have your main Facebook channel, right? That's yourself, all your friends, all your colleagues, things like that. And then you could have your own company Facebook page, right? So keep it simple, three things there that you can do all for free. The second thing that's really big is LinkedIn, right? So everybody has LinkedIn, right? It's extremely important to optimize your profile, right? You could go to my profile. If you just search for me, Michael Bertoni, PhillyTech, you'll find me, connect with me. That's great. And you can look at my profile. I've been using LinkedIn very strategically since 2004. And I have about 13,000 first connections. Obviously, I don't have first connections with all those, right? So I use LinkedIn very strategically for things like data mining, research, right? All sorts of things. LinkedIn is a tremendous platform, right? A simple campaign model with LinkedIn where you simply connect with someone, right? So you could connect with someone that you think might be a client, right? And then once you connect with them, then you can message them, right? There's also groups on LinkedIn, right? So that the groups aren't used as much, but when you're in a group, you can message people for free. You could do things in that group. So I use LinkedIn every day. It's extremely, extremely important for my business, right? So definitely connect with me on LinkedIn. Third thing is Twitter, right? So you could create a Twitter profile. Again, connect with people, right, that are in your space. Connect to, the key thing with a lot of these social platforms is, you got to connect with the people with people like, and trust. So you can get on LinkedIn and basically sitting in your underwear at home on a weekend, you could connect easily with 500 people, right? So these things are very easy to do. Same thing with Twitter, right? So those are the three things. So the other thing kind of wrapping around the social platforms is a product called HootSuite, right, that we use. Very, very cost effective. There's actually free. You can get HootSuite for free. It doesn't give you access to all the social channels, but basically what it does is it allows you to post everything at the same time. So if you want to create posts, you can schedule them, Facebook groups, LinkedIn, Twitter, right? All these things, you could schedule them all out, right? The next thing that's really important, guys, is email lists, right? So MailChimp, it's free. It gives you the ability to put 2,000 connections in there for free and send out, I think it was about 20,000 or 24,000 emails a month, and it's completely free. So big thing when you're building your lists and things like that, which I'm going to talk about in further, is you have to have a centralized area. I mean, email databases are extremely important, right? So MailChimp is an email marketing platform, right? It gives you the ability to send emails on a more of a mass scale. And you know, it's great. It's free. Another product in that same vein that is very, very cost effective that a lot of my startup clients are using. I see a lot of traction with it, and we use it as well. It's called YesWhere. So YesWhere is great, right? So if you look at YesWhere, what that does, you're able to send emails out, right, through your regular email, like if you use Google or Gmail, but you're able to send campaigns more on a focus level. So if you want to send out campaigns to like 25 people or 50 people or 100 people, right, and they look like regular emails, right, and then there's tracking, there's all sorts of great things you can do with that. YesWhere. The other thing that we use at PhillyTech, if you're just starting out, probably not good to start with this, but HubSpot CRM. It's completely free CRM system, very, very powerful CRM system, right? So if you're just starting out, I really think all you really need is like a Google Sheet, right, to start with. But if you're a little bit more advanced and you have your business, your startup, right? So check out HubSpot free CRM. The other thing is a great tool for content, right? So we all have to create digital content in a very easy way, right? To be able to, you know, I'm saying, like, say you're going to do a post, right, to Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter. It's very important to have a picture with that, right? And it's like, how do I find these pictures? There's two ways to find them. One is with a free tool called Canva, C-A-N-V-A, canva.com. Great product. I use it very extensively. And then it's just Google, like Google Images, right? Google Images, you literally can just find images on Google Images and reuse those images. And then sometimes you want to add things, like say you want to add something on top of the image. Very easy to do. You know, you take the image from Google Images, bring it into Canva, write something on top of it, boom, takes you like a few minutes and you have a nice image. So the other thing is Meetup, right? So Meetups, right? Meetups are phenomenal, guys. So Meetups, you basically can join Meetups. The key is to join not necessarily places that are the same people as you walking around. You want to join Meetups where your target customer or prospect is in those Meetups, right? So what's great, so a lot of people just start there. They say, Meetup, I'm going to join a Meetup, I'm going to go to some Meetups, right? Once you belong to a Meetup, guys, many of these Meetups have listservs. So a listserv is where you can email out to the whole entire community at one time. So say you have an event, right? Say you have an event you're doing, say you have, we are looking for engineers, developers all the time for our clients, so we send those out through that, right? So Meetup. The other thing is Slack channels, right? So if you haven't started using, so Slack is one of the unicorns in Silicon Valley, growing tremendously, right? They offer a free product where you could build a community and you could communicate internally with your company. But again, when you join Slack channels, you kind of have to find them again. Where are the people? Again, these are like Meetups and Slack channels. These things are what I call communities of interest, right? So you want to define where are the communities of interest where my prospects are hanging out, where my targets are hanging out, right? So definitely take a look at Slack channels, right? So just to give you an example in the Philly region, so there's a Philadelphia Startup Leaders as a Slack channel, Philly Dev channel, Philly Design channel. The gentleman on here, I forget his name right now, he has, I'm pretty sure he has a Mongo DB meetup, right? So these are all communities of interest, right? So the other thing is Google. So Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Sheets, and I think I said them all: Docs, Sheets, and Slides, right? So we use them very extensively. So when you want to build a database, you know, I say database, I mean like Excel database. So you just, again, it's Google Sheets. Google Sheets is an online, basically, version of Excel. Docs is like a Word document, and Slides is like a PowerPoint presentation, right? And I'm going to show everybody in a future video how I transform Slides basically into a product that I'm building called UProspect. And so I basically took Slides and I made it into a beta product of something that I'm building. So I'm going to show everybody that. The other thing is YouTube, right? So YouTube is another place, right? So, you know, the key with YouTube, if you haven't started using it, is, you know, you want to, again, create a brand, start small, you know, really start small, right? And then you have tools like iMovie for the Mac, right? So YouTube is, you know, you have to put videos on there somehow. So you're like, how do I create videos? So there's three ways to create videos in a really easy way. One is with iMovie if you have a Mac, right? Another one is, and actually I have it up right now, let me see it real quick. QuickTime Player. So QuickTime Player, right? Most of the time on your computer you have like a QuickTime Player, and then you can create videos there, and then you could actually easily upload them to your YouTube channel in a really easy way. The other way is just with your phones, guys, right? So all you have to do with your phone is go to like this, like Five Below, right? And you get a stand, right? So essentially, I don't have it with me right now, but you get like basically a very inexpensive stand, boom, right? And then you got to make sure that when you're doing it, it's this way. So it's not this way on, because this way it'll be very thin on YouTube, right? You got to make sure it's this way. So that's YouTube. And then the last thing, guys, this is unbelievable. This last thing is a product that we use called Smart Recruiters. So if you're a startup and you're looking to hire people, right? So if you want to hire people, you're like, gosh, how do I do this, right? Smart Recruiters is a completely free applicant tracking system, right? It allows you to post up to 10 jobs for free. It posts those jobs to 20 different job boards for free, right? It's unbelievable, right? I've been using it for a while, and it's a really, really great tool for when you want to hire people. I mean, say for example, you want to start your own, you know, so we do a little bit of staffing and recruiting here at PhillyTech. So say you want to start your own IT staffing and recruiting. You know, there's hundreds, thousands of companies that do this. You need an ATS, right? You need an ATS. So I highly recommend Smart Recruiters because it's free. So please leave some comments over here if you're looking at it, or down here below if you're looking at it on mobile. Please leave some comments, any questions, anything you're struggling with. Let me know, and we'll see how we can help. Talk to you soon. Have a great weekend.